All right. Welcome back. Sunday morning, baby. Father Moo here in the big church. So glad you could be here to join us. It's going to be another chill stream today. Maybe about 9-10 degrees, something like that. So strip off and dive into the stream, baby. That's what I always do. Yeah, a bit of a stressful morning over here. I was jamming on some other synths and it was sounding good, but there was something a bit off, and I was like, this is a noisy direction. It's fun and all, but I need something more chill and relaxed, so I decided I would come down here and join you all for another stream on the Nord Micro Modular. I tend to sometimes fall into ruts on this synth and do the same thing over and over, like a kid laying out the same building blocks, but that's kind of reassuring in a way that, like, you don't always get back to the same point, but something that's 90% similar to the last one can still be interesting in the 10% that it's different. So yeah, I'm coming back with something we used to do a lot more here on the stream. And that is, today I'm going to be building a Berlin school patch. That's right. And I have a twist for it today, which is it. With my Berlin school stuff, I often need a lot of voices. So I tended to make one oscillator synths for the synth parts. But today we're going to give ourselves a little bit of freedom to make thicker synth sounds. And that's going to be the theme of this patch. Thicker Berlin school. Thick enough to get into Bergain. Just kidding. What do I mean by thick? I mean synths that have more than one oscillator for their sound generating component. So I think I'm going to go ahead and dial up one of those here and now. I was going to use B, but I think I'm going to start with C. I said to myself, for my bass line, I'm going to have a sine wave and a triangle. But if I use the main oscillator B as the triangle wave, it uses 8.3%. So why not use the sine as the primary and then use a slave triangle to save a bit of processing power? I can't remember which slave is the triangle, but we'll soon find out. That's a saw, although you might be understandably confused. That's an all different kinds one. There it is. That's the one I want. So, in the world of bass lines, as you may or may not know, the triangle is similar to a sine wave, but it has a few more overtones. So generally speaking, if you're making a bass line, sines are good for extremely low bass lines, and triangles are good for somewhat higher ones. So I'm going to take this, default here on the sine is E4. I'm going to send him down to E2. So he's going to be the lower element of my eventual bass line. And then I'm going to take this guy and send him up. Let's just put him this way. So he's up 12 semitones or an octave. So he's going to play the higher element of our bass line. And I'm also going to take a filter for him. Let's just take a cheaper, yeah, this is fine. The multi-mode filter. And then we'll also need a mixer to get the inputs all together. Oh, you know what would be interesting? I'm just going to throw this in here and we'll see if we come back to it later. Maybe we'll mix a little bit of noise into the bass line. I can't remember the last time I did that. But we'll worry about that later. So this will be our mixer output for all voices. We'll put noise in number 3, but we'll turn it off just for now. Because I don't know if I'll need it. I don't know if it'll fit. And should the noise be before or after the filter? Probably. Oh, this is getting complicated. Okay. That's okay. Make it complicated. So change my mind. Noise is going in here, although it's still going to be off. And the primary triangle is going in here into a submixer. The submixer goes into the filter, and the output, so that means if we do use noise, it'll be filtered by the low-pass filter. And the output of the low-pass filter goes into this mixer where he joins up with the sine wave. Complicated enough for you? But yeah, that's our goal of thickness here. Noise doesn't make it thick per se. I find that if you put noise in your oscillator before a filter, and then you have delay in your circuit, the noise helps to, like, as you open the filter up, the noise will make the sound a bit more aggressive. It's unlikely we're going to be putting delay on a bass line. So, as I said, I don't know if the noise is going to fit or not, but we'll soon find out. So that's our tone generator. So again, one oscillator here, although it's the slave, let's put it on top to show his primary position. He goes into channel 1 of a mixer, and noise goes into channel 2, although he's off. They go into a filter, and the filter goes into a second mixer where they meet up with the sine wave. It's no good putting the sine wave into here because the filter won't make it sound any better. You'll only make it sound worse. So yeah, that's our 3-tone bassline synth. So let's get a relatively normal clock going here today. You guys know me, I make some weird clocks, but for the Berlin school, just going the standard sort of route should be fine. I think we're gonna have a feel today, which is a little bit more ambient and less like the pounding fast Berlin school stuff that has come out before. So I'm gonna take let's take a note sequencer B. And I don't think we're going to use all the notes of the G click out. So I'm going to use a regular sequencer, event sequencer, to play his notes, at least the first channel of it. So there's the clock has been set to 78. Let's send 4 pulses per beat to the clock. And ditto for this clock. And we'll send the sync out to the reset and to this reset so they stay in time with each other. Are they in? They're almost in time. As soon as you make another oscillator or something, they'll be fine. So, yeah, bassline stuff. I'm going to probably do a lot of, in Berlin school stuff, I tend to do a lot of work with octaves. I would use double octaves, except I know the sine wave is already super low. So I'm going to put in some -12s here almost at random. And a couple of +12s as well. These just help to sort of establish the tonality of the piece, and also they may have a percussive element at times. So yeah, these two are going to be 24 apart, one up and one down. And we'll decide exactly which notes we want to trigger here. The gate out goes into the AD envelope. We just went with a simple 2-stage AD today. And let's see what we get if we program some steps here. I made a mistake. I didn't connect the pitch out of the sequencer to our master oscillator, so we're not actually getting any changes in pitch. I'm going to have to open this up. Cool. It's almost sliding from one pitch to another. Let's try turning the decay down a little bit. Something's wrong. Oh, I see. Haven't connected the main oscillator to the slave oscillator. There we go. Let's open up the filter a bit. And we're going to see me fall back on one of my old tricks here. Clocked random step generator. Classic way to get more percussive elements out of your synth parts by connecting the CV to the filter CV in. Cool. Did we miss a step? Oh, I see. It's just not a very good step. Let's try. Okay, let's go with that. Let's try adding the noise in here with this one. Okay, well, there is no delay line on this, but by allowing white noise into the filter, we're almost getting like a hi-hat type pattern. I like that. I'm planning on using a regular hi-hat in the beat, but I think I can live with this for now, so let's just run him for a bit and move on to our next voice. So I used triangle and sine for my first two voices here. Just for variety, why don't we use a sawtooth and a square to make our remaining voice. Should be interesting enough. Just variety of waves. I've forgotten which is which again. Here's a square. And he has pulse widths if we need it. So similar kind of thing. Gonna make a little mixer over here. And you're gonna send this guy, you can see he's in sine wave mode. Oh, sorry, sawtooth mode is what I meant. And the square wave is here. He only has square wave mode. Rather than use this clocked random step generator, for sweeping the PWM, I tend to prefer a sine wave. Usually at a nice slow tempo, so you can hear it evolving over time. This is very stereotype stuff. This is certainly not something I came up with. It's what the manual would tell you to do, but sometimes the manual is right. So I'm going to use classic low-pass filter here, a little more character than the bass lines, and I have no noise in this circuit, but I don't think I need it. And I'm going to patch that in there. And I'm going to use another AD envelope just because I think it'll be enough. Funny, in my mind I'd planned to do the drums before this, but I just went straight into the oscillators, so I'm not going to question it. First thought, best thought. So I still have a channel of event Thicc, which I can use to drive the AD envelope, which is awesome. But I'm definitely going to need my own sequencer to make a melodic pattern for the second pair of oscillators. So let's take B again. I was going to make it random, but I don't think I am. Let's feed the pitch in here and max that out. This is what we forgot to do the last time. And we also forgot to connect this to here. Well, this guy is on E4, and remember we have this guy's E2 and this guy's essentially E3. So I think we'll put the square wave at E5 if that's not too eye-wateringly high in pitch. So we'll put him up 12 as he compares to E4 here. And I'm going to make a little pattern with some minor notes. Like this. There. Wait, did I go too many? What's this one again? -7. -5. Nope, going the wrong way. -7. There we go. And then I'll put in a couple of -12s for good measure here. Maybe plus 15. Should be interesting. We'll take the same clock, please. And we'll take the same reset. And then we'll connect this guy, as I said, the second gate channel to our second envelope. And here we go. That note was wrong. Okay, we got the right notes. Let's tidy up the sound. Wow, that's nice. Is that on the right beat? Let's just try something here. Cool, I like it. I think I was gonna put another. Well, let's see what's better. Oops, I made too many. So, I'm not sure whether a smooth sine wave or a clocked random step generator is gonna be better. So I'm gonna try both of them. Let's try the clocked first. This is going into the filter input. It's not bad. Let's try this smoother sine wave. Too fast and too extreme. Yeah, that's definitely awesome. I think what I liked most about it when I first opened up the filter is I could finally hear the square wave doing his thing. And that's really nice. I mean, the high pitches are a little bit high. But that's where tweaking comes in. So even only having the filter CV amount open like 27 is still a hell of a lot. When it's down, it's so far down you can barely hear it. You can delete this one now. But that's good. When it fades down, it's pretty much faded out, like dubbed out. And it gives you a bit of a break from it, to be honest. Give a little bit more. I want that bass to boom a bit. I should, let's just make sure I got the right one. So this is the high-pitched part of the bass line, and this is the pure sine wave. So I'm going to take the high-pitched part down a bit, with the noise with it, and then turn up the final amount so it's the really low note. Yeah, you need headphones for this one, kids. And I'm watching this little meter here, but it's not turning yellow or red, so we're good. That's really good. This is exactly what I wanted. And I can hear the drums in my head doing what I want to do, so let's go ahead and drop them in. We're still at a really good, nice low load there, so I feel confident we can get everything done here. So I know I'm going to have a kick and a hat. straight there and the hat as well. But I know I want to do my trick, so I'm going to do that now. So over to control signals. I need a constant. And control signal mixer. Constant is set to plus 25 or so. And it feeds the mixer. And the other input is a clocked random step gen, which we already have. And we send that to the velocity of the hat. So that gives the hat some variation without getting too unpredictable overall. Without the constant, it'll get so quiet that you won't even hear it. I just moved over the oscillator because I'm running out of rail estate. Let's give the drums a sequencer here. They're going to feed off the same clock and reset. So the top one is going to be the kick, and the bottom one is going to be the hi-hats. So there's the kick. There's the hats. Yeah, give me a moment here. Tune them down a bit. Almost went past it. I was going to take out some reverb, but I think I'll just leave it for now. Is this going to help me? No. How about this? Not bad. What about my old backup click down here? Nice. Okay, good. Now let's put the hi-hat in a less annoying version, please. First, I'm taking the velocity out, so I can hear what I'm hearing. I think the trick is to kill the decay. It's pretty close. Let's bring the other boys back in again. yeah, no need to change it. It's perfect. I have no idea what patch we're on. So, let's just call this one Thicc Berlin. That was our original idea at the beginning. I really do like it. It's working for me. Kind of simplistic, but that kick, it really works with the bass line. And the bass line has that bit of noise to give you an extra percussion bit. This is what it's supposed to be. So yeah, this has successfully chilled me out by making a chill little patch like this. Is it the world's most experimental piece of art? Maybe not, but does it sound cool? To me it does. And heck, we're still only at 80%. We could put a compressor or something on it if we really thought it needed it, but I don't think it needs it. I was also thinking of putting the hi-hat into a phaser, but I think we got it. So let's just take a listen, and I want to thank everyone